Again, it's Fournette. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Muhammad Wilkerson able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes the Jaguars' Jason Myers now for the field goal try. And Myers able to knock it through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Down, Hackenberg. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. From the gun, Hackenberg. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Hackenberg from the gun on third. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Leonard Fournette, and an alley to run. He's got daylight. He's at the 40. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. From the gun, it's Hackenberg. He's got Curse. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. That'll bring up second down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
A second down throw for Hackenberg. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And he'll go down at the 28. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On third down, that's Farmer. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
They go play action here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On second down, here's Fournette. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Bortles now on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So much for having too many defensive linemen. Remember the reaction when the Jets took Leonard Williams? They said they've got too many. Guy's a Pro Bowler in his second season.
Yeah, 7 sacks in that sophomore campaign last year. Bortles to throw on second down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. 20! Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Second down, Hackenberg again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Play fake. Hackenberg. And this throw will be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. A first update now from Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. New York set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Escapes the defender. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
Exhale.
You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, if they can just tighten.
That's what they want to do, tighten down everything they're doing, and then maybe explode at the right time.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And on 2nd and 10 now. from the gun. It's Bortles. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Second quarter in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. And now out come the Jets. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to look deep down the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. To throw, Hackenberg going up top, and that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken. Down right at the 20. They start the second half with a run by Forte. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run. Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They'll run with Forte. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Fournette. And some room to maneuver. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Now Bortles on the bootleg. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Bortles. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Throwing is Bortles. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jets take possession. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And with this deficit, You can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's something that there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Hackenberg on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On second down, Forte. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go now.
On third down, Hackenberg. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Here we go now. Let's go.
Hackenberg now. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Bortles now to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Shotgun now for Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New York set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th. Get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Here's Petty. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Petty now. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Detroit! Let's go!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th. As it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's to the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And the lead is now 24. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. Fresh set of downs here. And the D looking like they may blitz. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Will Tye, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Detroit!
Looking to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Again, the juke. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. The offense lining up 1st and 10. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Here we go now. Left. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Ready. Green 90.
This is Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. They have gone to the fourth quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their second on the young season. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Bortles going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. To throw is Bortles. Complete, the tight end Rivera. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Fournette on the counter, and an alley to run. Only able to work it to the 20 after the nice broken tackle. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Red zone opportunity. They'll run with Fournette. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that. They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing. You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done. So for Jacksonville, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.